Koinopin, we are not children. It is not for him to tell us who the next president of Kenya is.
In the heart of Kenya, one woman has walked a path of courage, resilience, and unyielding conviction. This is the story of Martha Wangari Karua, an iron lady who humbly rose from a rural classroom to the highest court of justice and the front lines of politics. Born on September 22, 1957 in Kimunyi Village, Kirinyaga County, Martha was the second of 8 children of Jackson Karua and Josephine Wanjiru. Her early years were anchored in education and faith. Her mother, a teacher, and her father, a figure of discipline. Even as a child, Martha's sense of justice would surface, fighting for fairness in school and championing her siblings' basic needs. She attended Mugumo Primary, Kabare Girls, then through multiple secondary schools before joining Nairobi Girls for A-levels. In 1977, she enrolled at the University of Nairobi to study law, later completing the Kenya School of Law in 1980 to 1981. In 1981, Martha began a judicial career as a magistrate in courts across Nakuru, Makadara, and Kibera, earning praise for her fairness. But by 1987, she resigned to establish Martha Karua & Co. Advocates, a firm that will grow into one of Kenya's most fearless legal voices. She defended treason, accused activists like Koigi Wamwere and Mirugi Kariuki, even judges at great personal risk under Moi's authoritarian rule.
We are unmovable. Who can rob us? Who can rob us?
She also championed family laws and women's rights, earning recognition from Human Rights Watch 1991 and FIDA in 1995. With the return of multi-party democracy in early 1990s, Karua became a political activist. She joined for the Asili, later Democratic Party, and mounted her first run for parliament. In December 1992, she won Gishugu constituency, becoming the first woman lawyer to be popularly elected to Kenya's National Assembly. Her vocal criticism of KANU, defiance of President Moi, even walking out on him in protests, earned her a nickname, Iron Lady. In 2003, following the NARC victory, she was appointed Minister for Water Resources under Kibaki's government. She oversaw the Water Act of 2002, which expanded water access across Kenya, pressed rooms for justice done, and legislation passed. In 2005, she became Minister of Justice, National Cohesion, and Constitutional Affairs. Here, she defended judicial independence and fought for constitutional reform until resigning in April 2009, after feeling excluded from Supreme Court appointments process. In 2013, Karua made history, becoming the third ever woman to run for president under NARC Kenya. She garnered just over 44,000 votes, trailing behind the front runners. But her campaign resonated as symbolic and historic. In 2017, she vied for governor of Kirinyaga, but lost to Anne Waiguru and filed an unsuccessful petition all the way to the East African Court. Though defeated, she remained a powerful voice, later becoming Raila's running mate in 2022, making her the first woman on a major ticket. Despite her steadfast public image, Karua has faced controversies. In 2008, she escalated tension by accusing Raila Odinga of ethnic cleansing after the post-election violence, a charge Odinga denied. In 2015, she admitted accepting $7 million from British American Tobacco, later clarifying it was a personal donation, not bribe, sparking debate. Critics also say her voice is strong, but her campaigns lack mass appeal, calling her a paper tiger with limited grassroots traction. In her memoir, Against the Tide, Karua reflects on a life of sacrifice and choices, including her marriage. She was married to Dr. Charles Njoka Kamau, with whom she had 2 children, daughter Wawira and son Njoka.
Besides being a politician, I have a family. I enjoy, like every mother, being with my children, being with friends. I'm just a regular person. Yeah.
Their marriage ended when the children were young. Karua later dated Justice GBM Kariuki. The relationship ended acrimoniously in 2008 with legal drama following. She openly advises women to leave rocky marriages, noting women are both multitaskers and should prioritize dignity. Today she remains single and focused on her mission while proudly becoming a grandmother. Beyond the politics, Karua has led women's advocacy, co-founding League of Kenyan Women Voters and working with FIDA. As running mate in 2022, she championed anti-corruption, constitutionalism, and gender equity. In May 2025, she made international headlines when Tanzania deported her while defending Tundu Lissu, a sign that her legal activism spans borders.
International Airport, Dar es Salaam, where the three of us have been detained awaiting deportation. We thought that as citizens of Jumuiya we were free, but not yet uhuru. The great Mwalimu Nyerere, who welcomed all people, the oppressed of Africa, this is not what he must have envisaged, that we can be detained here. The common thread among us, we are guests of East Africa Law Society, and there is fear in this government of our dear Mama Suluhu about people who may be interested in the politically motivated cases against Tundu Lissu. Aluta continue.
Recently in 2025, she launched the People's Liberation Party, PLP, continuing her push for democracy, reforms, and human rights. Martha Karua is not a polished politician. She is raw. Her iron stance has brought change and headlines, but has it brought unity? She is a hero to some and an inflexible idealist to some. Yet through decades, she has been consistent. Legal defender, parliamentary voice, minister, presidential candidate, national advocate. Whether in courtroom confrontation or running mate duties, her presence is an implant of Kenya's democracy. So what is Martha Karua's place in Kenya's story? She is legacy, not perfection. She is trail and not a follower. She is principle, unchecked, unwavering, and a controversial woman. As Kenya moves forward, her voice will continue to challenge, inspire, and remind us that leadership is not just about popularity, but integrity. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Like, share, and subscribe for more documentaries on Kenya's forces for change.
And let us tell Moi one final thing. We are not children. It is not for him to tell us who the next president of Kenya is. We can make our own decision. Moi, can you hear me? We are unblockable, we are unstoppable.